Well, I had to record this at some point. Doesn't really matter about the room behind me. We'll just had to get something started. So, hello, you lovely internet people. I initially planned to have this as like a fully scripted thing and then film the script and then edit after you film the script stuff, but then it got to the date and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna make this. So I had this perfectionist attitude about this. There were so many things where I was like, oh, I have to get a ring light because if I don't get a ring light, then my face won't be lit up enough when I'm doing the video. So because I don't want my face to look like this because you can't see anything, and there's also the motion because otherwise you'll have to like brighten the thing on the webcam, and if you're brighten the thing on the webcam, then your motion isn't as smooth. So I need the real light so that your motion can be more smooth while still getting. But that was like stupid. That was like a month ago. Like I could have filmed this definitely at the time, but I was like, oh, perfectionism. Da, da, da. But anyway, yeah, I had a whole script. I was gonna be like, yo, room's a mess, lovely internet people, da 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 da, all this stuff. But instead, we'll just do it this way because it'll be more raw. I don't have to edit it, and I can upload it within the day. So we'll do it that way. So, main points. I graduated about a little over a year ago, May 14th, 2022. And then I worked in a gas station for a bit and also had a job at my recreational gym in the college. The recreational gym job sucked. Oh my god, that was so crap. Like you couldn't have headphones in. They had like an infraction thing for like the amount of times they'd see you do something like disciplinarily wrong. And it's just like, okay, so I just have to sit here and do nothing but clean the freaking equipment. Well, that's kind of shit. So that sucked. Whereas the gas station job, I would do the night shift, and you get paid more when you do the night shift. And for that, I could just listen to whatever the heck I wanted. All I had to do was make sure that I mopped the floor, make sure that I cleaned the toilets, and did like some other stuff. And then you get like some weird people that come every now and then. Like there was this homeless guy that I think was probably like schizophrenic or something, because he'd like come in and sometimes he'd be lucid and he'd be like have really engaging conversation, and then sometimes he'd be like very weird standoffish, be like, I'd kill people for you, all that sort of thing. So that was an interesting job, but that was only to pay for my driving lessons so that I could get my driver's license. So I was doing driving lessons for probably 2 weeks. I probably had less than 10 hours total of driving time when I got my license. So for those of you that don't know, my home state, the requirement is 50 driving hours for people that are like getting their license at 16. So definitely way less than that. Then I bought a car so that I could actually move, so that I drove out to my new state so that I could move. And that was an epic, LA epic journey. I drove out, it was a long summer day, and then it started becoming night, and I'd never had like any hours driving in the night. And I was like, oh shoot, this is gonna be a mess. I made it. I am a better driver now, all those things, but that was interesting experience. And then I started work on the 11th. So if you don't notice, I moved for work the same day that I'm recording this now, exactly a year ago. So what is the point of this? To say that I'm a bit of a lazy bum when it came to certain things. So I had some goals that I wanted to do, like adult life goal things. Um, and let's see. That's a here. So here's what I was doing. I was like, oh, career, work stuff, and here's some hobbies that I could choose from. And then I crossed a bunch of things out, and then I chose three things as hobbies. It was like music. You see behind me? Oh wait, yeah, not. You see behind me? There's a piano keyboard thing, full size keyboard with like weighted keys and everything, so that you can have. Because I wasn't gonna get like an actual piano because I'm not rich enough for that, but so clearly we started on that, and then back to here we had language learning. I wanted to learn Mandarin Chinese. Let's see. Oh shoot, the wire. Oh god, now I'm gonna do it. Do I still? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So I remember I was watching some YouTuber that was studying Mandarin Chinese, and he had already done Cantonese before because I think it was like living in Hong Kong, got a bunch of friends from that. And so there was a book he recommended, Remembering Traditional Hanzi. This is like a reformation formatting of a different book that's for Japanese kanji as like a means to learn different characters through like storytelling based on the characters. Then you have like a base meaning associated with the character, and then you do that a bunch before even learning pronunciation so that you can just have like a base level of recognition from the characters. I have not read much of this book. I don't even know how many characters I got. I don't think I got to 100. But so lazy bum me with that goal. And then last thing was dancing. So with dancing, I joined a school for dancing. They had ballet. The reason why I chose ballet was because I was like, okay, this is pretty fundamental. Like if you can get decent at ballet, you can do other things. Why did I choose these 3 goals? Because you can do them for the rest of your life. Music, you can play piano as long as you have hands. Language, you can do language as long as you have a mouth that you can talk with. Dancing, as long as your body's not broken, you can do that for a lifetime. Now, you might not be able to do advanced things without breaking your body, but dancing generally you can do forever. So we put those priorities, and we were like, okay, this is how we're going to prioritize shit. And then we had like time frames where we're like, okay, we have weird time frames. I don't know how I chose these time frames. Oh, we had time frames for some of the things I crossed out. But anyway, we had all of that. And then here is what I thought my idealized schedule was going to be for all this stuff. Where you'd be like, oh yeah, also basic health needs like going to the gym was in order. So there's that. Let's see. So we had all this basic stuff that we're like, okay, shoot, we're gonna do this scheduling. Where I also got into parkour randomly, so that's in here too. There's like certain class things. Wait, that should be a class. That's jeez. There's so many things going wrong here. But anyway, this was idealized schedule. And this is what actually happened. So you went to your classes, but outside of your classes, you didn't really spend much time on the thing. The only reason why piano's here is because it would be like practicing right before my lesson for the things that I need to do for that lesson. Oh wait, this should be class. But anyway, and here's even more what it actually is. You're just spend way too much time here. Listening to podcasts. Too much. And so that is that. Here is me. Why did I have this in the script initially? There was some fitness thing. What did I go for? Oh God. Okay, yeah. I just said lots of leisure time. Okay, that's what I did. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I also got into pole dancing. That was in there. That was a new thing. So physical stuff, kind of doing. Geez. Oh God. Okay, so basically this photo. The only reason why this photo is here is because it's an example of like, yes, I had made some progress on things. It's not like I made no progress in the year. It's just like there wasn't like a hunger or determination or discipline behind it. It was more like you went through the role and you made some progress because you like put in some amount of effort, but you weren't putting in nearly as much effort as you were like wanting to do based on this idealized schedule. So how do we get something more akin to that idealized schedule? The reason why this photo is here is because of the progression stuff. Back to with gym stuff. When I first got out here, I got this dress shirt so that I could have like professional things to wear at the office. And then I got to the office and nobody really wears professional stuff, so I didn't care anymore. So I never wore it. And then I need to get like some updated photos for myself. And then I was wearing this and I was like, oh shoot, this thing will literally break if I even did like this kind of movement, where you, yeah, like if you did something like that at all, you'd like stretch out too far and then you'd like rip the shirt apart. And I was just like, oh shoot, it's It's so tight, so hard to be in. So that's an example of like, okay, clearly you made progress in the gym because you wouldn't be big enough if I didn't have that problem when I first got out here. So that's the reason why that photo's there. So anyway, point of this video is to be like, how do we get back to the idealized form of living so that we can make this year better than this first year? Because this first year, pretty dang lazy. Like, look at this. Look at this. So much YouTube. So much podcast. So much audiobook. So much. And sure, I learned some stuff from listening to all that stuff, but it wasn't going towards these supposed goals that I had. And I wasn't really building a skill set, like a physical skill set, or even, I guess there's some intellectual skill set you can kind of have, but I just something where you're like making something. And you're like through music, you can compose something. Through dancing, you can express yourself. Through the dancing to the music. Through language, you can express yourself to someone not of your culture. All of those sorts of things. Like, there wasn't enough generation of new things from my own body, and it was too much consumption. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, not conclusion, but the goal is to get back to something that is more disciplined. And here was the game plan. I was like, just got to record absolutely everything. You got to become a vlogger. So then every single time you're doing any activity, there's always the accountability, because there has to be a recording, because if you don't have a video, then it didn't happen. Obviously, at some point, I'm just going to AI generate my face and everything, so then I don't actually have to do anything anymore. But to start out, we have to like do real videos, because it'd be really hard to like AI generate everything and like build a model. But we'll get to that point later. But for now, we'll do it for real. so we're gonna just vlog everything. So then we have a chance. So I don't want to actually record myself in public. So because I don't actually want to record myself in public, I'm probably gonna do a thing where, in terms of gym goals, I'm just gonna like have like a simple recording where it's gonna be like, hey, I just drove to the gym right now. I'm about to walk into the gym. Because if you have that, and then you'll have like, hey, I just left the gym. So it'll be just 2 videos in the car where you're just like, hey, just got to the gym. See ya. I'm gonna do this stuff at the gym. And then you like come back from the gym, and then you're like sweaty and stuff, and you're like, hey, just left the gym. I did all this stuff. Cool. So that's how you can do that. For the parkour and dance related stuff, there might be some recordings just so that you can like, so that I can actually see my form, so that I can make my form better from like seeing that, because that'll be embarrassing. Like, Jesus, I'll hate that. But or at least photos for proof of like, okay, I practiced this outside of class, so that I have more of that. For the piano, however, I have a whole ass idea. So I already got a freaking interface here. Let's see, can I get this close enough? Ooh, I can get it close enough. So I've got this interface here, and I can record from the keyboard using that interface. And then, because this computer's too far, I've got my laptop here, and hopefully, in terms of video quality, it'll be crap because it'll be from the laptop webcam. I could use this webcam above, but then I have to like unplug it into this laptop to do all that stuff. So it'll be crap quality in terms of video, but it will be good in terms of like being able to hear through audio wise for the piano. Why did I buy a whole interface just to record audio from the piano? So that I can just record all of my practice time when it comes to piano and music related stuff. So I can keep myself accountable by having like all of my reps are recorded. Everything is archived, and you can like see, okay, did I do the thing that I said I was going to do? How much time did I actually put into the week? That kind of accountability will be very good for me. So those are the goals for giving accountability, so that I can get more more out of the things that I claim to want to be good at. Like, I just can't stand the mediocrity and being like, oh, I'm going to become not mediocre this time and failing at that. Because there's always excuse after excuse after excuse. And the main excuse would be like, oh, I have to get through college in order to do things. I have to get my job first. Well, now you have your job, buddy. So you gotta do other things. You gotta actually do those things that you think you would find fulfilling if you got skilled at. So, and I love music, but I'd like to be able to produce my own things, and it'd be very fun to do. I like dancing. I'd like to be at a point that you could express yourself well in terms of the music. Language wise, that's just like you gotta, what do I call it? That's like family obligation where you're like, yo, I should probably learn my mother's mother tongue. It's probably important. Which is Cantonese, so that's going to be a larger work than just learning Mandarin, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So that's the goal. Same thing with the language learning. I think I have to have recordings of that too. How would I do that? I might just, in the library, like have my phone up and then just have the phone recording me as I'm like reading this book and like taking notes or something. That might be the idea. And then we just time lapse that footage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But accountability, I'm gonna have to like I think I have to update even the ideal schedule here for certain things, but that's the goal. That's the goal. Can I make myself accountable? Can I make this year better than last year? That is the true goal, because these were decade-long goals. I'm 22 now. By the time I'm 30, what do I want to have accomplished is the real thing. And then career goals, those are just happen. You like go to work, you do your work well, and all that sort of stuff. But the hobbies are important. So that's a goal. I don't really have a good conclusion, but yeah, this feels way better doing it this way than freaking having to record a whole script and edit it and all that crap. I probably missed something. Let's like look through the script, see what I missed. Let's see. Accountability. It's the accountability that I need. At the piano, record that shit. It really is shit right now. Learn something new in Mandarin. 我学了一个新中文字吗? Did I learn a new Chinese word? Is probably that. I think 字 is a word. 字 is it 字? I don't know which tone it is. It's either second or fourth. Record that shit. 我希望我中文更好. So I hope that my Chinese is better. At the gym, record that. Well, not actually. Sorry. I really don't like to record in public. Yeah, I already made that. I didn't mention the bet. I have a bet between friends of like, okay, who can get the best like incline bench press, and I'm probably gonna lose that bet. But I am kind of gaining on the middle person. So there's 3 guys involved, including myself. And the thing is that the winner makes $100. The loser loses $100. The middle person breaks even. They lose nothing. So I'm trying to be the middle person, because the guy that's in top is definitely like way better than both of us. He's like 205 pounds, 6'1", 6'2", one of those. So definitely a lot more going for him than either of us do. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. What else did I miss? I was originally writing a daily journal. I stopped the daily journal. Oh, okay. Yeah. Instead of the daily journal, I can do daily video. I'm not actually reading this. Let's see. I got to this. Couldn't get into the habit. Did nothing today. So now we've got video or it didn't happen territory. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, wow. This script is dumb. Okay. Practice with I already got the monitor, so back when I was doing this, I didn't have the monitor. Not like the interface. Okay, I'm a vlogger, boring vlogger. So, oh yeah. I guess the conclusion was, so watch me go from shit to hit, and we'll see how that goes. So, coolio. This is way longer than it needs to be, but I got all the points that I wanted to say. I'm really satisfied. So I'll see you all whenever I see you next. The first thing will probably be a live stream of my piano practice. The most annoying thing about live stream for piano practice is that some of those songs are definitely copywritten, so I would have to choose classical deliberately. But that'll probably make my practice harder because I think the songs won't be as simple. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to it. You all have a lovely day because I'm dragging this on too long. I will see you all later. Bye.